Mm-hmm. Yup, we are back at it in the back rooms. Yup. Hopefully my stream doesn't lag this time. Apologies for the short upload. But we are getting close. We are getting close, folks. I put a little time in before I streamed. Just cleaning up some of the hand motions if I can. But unfortunately, Spaceman has kind of gotten it a little bit, so. What we could do here is just rotate them up. Oops. Camera. Oh, a little too far. Just want to try to get a perspective of the column because it looks like it drips a little bit, so it'd be kind of cool as if the monster is kind of like attacking him. But then the light is maybe propelling it back or repelling it back. That's the proper word. See what that looks like. Oh, we definitely see the column. Yeah, I gotta re-bake it. I think it's just so close. I wish I didn't poke it through the ceiling. Because yeah, it's clipping unfortunately, and it's just not looking right. Just going frame by frame, just kind of see what happens, because I'm switching up the motion pretty good here. But my hope is we see a little bit of the column, which we do. How we arrive and how we leave from it is what I'm curious. Oh crap, what I should have done was pushed the previous keyframes back, so I'm going to have to undo. Okay, so yeah, I want that perspective. Happen later. I'm sorry. Duplicate. Here, well, oops. Go back. Okay. are getting close. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's just hop back quick here. Okay, so I'm hoping this is where he gets pushed back. Sorry, go back a little bit more. No, he's already hit the wall. He's already hit the wall there. Ah! Yeah, this might be where he just hits the wall. Oops. Bear with me, the perspectives are really off. But yeah, this is where he's getting pushed back. Hits that, and he kind of rolls up. Maybe don't like the... Seems like it goes like too far back that way, so maybe kind of course correct a little bit. What did I do? Oh, now he's on the wall. That's probably not what we want. Yeah, I feel like that's probably too quick of a motion, so maybe just delete these. Never mind. Bring them back. They weren't that bad. We can maybe spread them out a little bit so it's not as quick. No. I want to go the other way with this one. Because as the vines are growing, that's when you should be getting launched. Or at least pushed. Okay. jerk there, but let's get rid of this one. Falls down, looks to his whatever side. So we just need to kind of fix this one, I guess. There we go. Fine, start to come out, and then he gets pushed. Actually, we could just have it where it was. Do we see the vines? Push them. Yeah, we should. Yeah, they're growing pretty good there. Hopefully they're in camera. And then, yeah, we should start to see the vine. Okay, Drew. Yeah, hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good. That comes. Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's definitely looking pretty sweet. We started adding some substance liquid as my entity type thing. He answers a ringing phone call, and as he picks up the phone, sorry for the perspective, I don't know how to really control it that well, so we're just gonna leave it here. But yeah, he picks up the phone and he's like, whoa, what's growing on the wall? What's happening? And then the phone screams at him, which falls back, and then everything just starts to kind of go to chaos for old spaceman here. Vines grow out. He gets launched. Sorry. I am not the most experienced in Blender. That's partially why this channel's here. So I can learn from people who come by, or people can learn through me. But yeah, we got a pretty sweet animation going on. Pretty happy with it so far. I tried to do a test export last night, but I exported it the wrong way, so won't be able to play it back. But what I can show you is what we're actually going to see in camera. Like, we're not going to see any of this in the video that I export. This is just kind of the creator's view. But we're going to be first perspective through the whole time. So that's where he like picks up the phone. Things grow on the wall. I'm having trouble with like liquid when the phone screams. We have liquid come out the receiver. But I'm having trouble trying to get it to look right. You'll see in a second it pops out. But as he's holding the phone, yeah, there it is there. It just kind of blob, and it's actually not connected properly. I'll have to look at that. And then yeah, I need to get some light on that area. But anyways, drops the phone because ooze is coming out. Phone gets stuck in the ooze. Initially I was going to have it fall and then kind of bounce off the monolith and spray everywhere. But that's expert level, so we're going to probably save that for down the road and just kind of see what this looks like once I can get it to render. But yeah, it's like a Backrooms, typical Backrooms video going through. I've gone in and added hands motion. I want to say that's one thing that we haven't seen in a Backrooms video. Hopefully just makes it a little bit more realistic. What I'm worried about is that his hand and arm's going to clip, or he's going to have like weird motions. Because I haven't been able to play it back exactly, or way too fast. I don't have the fingers articulating too well, but anyways, something. But we are close to calling this a wrap. Episode 2. What brings you by the channel? How's your day going? What are you into? 3D, video editing, YouTube algorithm? Seems like it's hitting a few people. Appreciate the stop by, appreciate the chat. Where were we? We were checking out the flippity floppity here. Him getting pushed around. Ugh. Definitely gotta learn my camera better. Or get a better mouse. That's partially my issue. I'm working with the Magic Mouse from Apple. Did I model the hands myself? No, I didn't model the spaceman. I bought that, but I rigged it myself. I paid quite a bit for the model, and then not realizing I could have paid an extra $20 and got it completely rigged. But I ended up rigging it myself through Adobe Pro. It's an additional add-on. And then I went in and I've added a scale controller to his hand, so I can actually just move the fingers. I don't have the fingers doing like that right now. Just sometimes you'll see him do that. He's picking up a phone, so that's a reason why I had it do that. What I did model myself was basically like the backrooms, the ceiling. You'll see it's got textures and stuff in it. But all this, I kind of just followed tutorials, bits and bytes of tutorials from people. And now I'm just kind of combining it all into into my version of the backrooms. But I'm going to check the hands before I kind of move on. That's one thing I'm worried about. The hands aren't really starting to realize that animating is going to be definitely a profession in itself. So I'm looking at maybe a motion capture suit if I want to cut corners. You need a custom model for your project? What kind of model are you looking to model up? But what I use for my go-to is Blender Market. Models. I usually buy kits or specific things like Spaceman. Actually, I want to get into some robot. So robot models. There's different stuff. A lot of stuff that's already based on IP. But there was one cool thing in here. Orders. Oh, sorry. Scrambles. A couple tutorials. Where's the one thing I'm looking for? Last page. Yeah. You can buy stuff like this that are kit bash stuff. So when I go to build my robot, somebody's modeled all the different pieces for you, and then you can kind of assemble your own type of robot. Not sure to what degree for that one, but that's the plan. And then there's also other tutorials and stuff. But yeah, I'm curious what kind of model you're going for. Because I have a buddy that does modeling. I'm not much of a modeler myself. I can do rooms and houses and stuff, things that are basic geometry. But if you're looking for people, that's my buddy. He's pretty good at it. We both started Blender in and around the same time. But he's definitely better modeler. And I'm kind of more of the animator and everything else. I'm needing a dude that I can get clothed in certain apparel only for one scene. In a pair of blue jeans, standard black shirt, army jacket. So my go-to for that, if you're looking to do it yourself, what do I have? What's it called? Human generator. Yeah, if you're looking for people, generator. Not sure if I spelled that right. I bought this, and I don't know if it's on sale anymore. I probably shouldn't show you this. Yeah, it's over, so we're not going to talk about that. What? I definitely have purchased the original. I'm going to have to message them. They're probably getting confused with that thing that I bought. But anyways, sorry, I'm rambling. You can buy this human generator, and what it is like, if I don't know if you play video games, but like Cyberpunk, Fallout, any of those typical RPG type games, it comes with one of those types of controllers in the UI panel. Maybe I can just, I don't know if I have it loaded, that's why I'm not, maybe we'll just see if it's loaded here. Human. Yeah, I don't have it installed. I highly recommend it. What I did use it for quickly was sorry, give me a second. I am trying to. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, I'm lost. But yeah, it was pretty cool, super easy, generated something. I don't know, I didn't get into the extent of like the clothing aspect of it. So that's where it might get a little tricky. But there's probably kits or something like that that you could probably buy to change the clothes or learn clothing tutorials and just take one of their basic bodies and then clothe it yourself. But yeah, this was definitely worth the money. What you're probably going to end up paying $20 to $40 for a character anyways. You're going to be paying $128 or whatever it is. Look it up, it might give you a discount or something, but highly recommend that one, or search for other ones like human. See what else comes up. Or you can use that and then maybe something else like clothing add-on. Simple Cloth Studio. So I'm assuming you draw basic shapes and then it probably turns into clothes for you. I'm looking at maybe buying this later on, which is kind of cool. Oh, there's something down here. Simple material, fashion design. Like there's other stuff, or there's tutorials, right, that you can do to learn how to do the clothing. But hopefully between this and the human generator, you can do what you're looking for. Otherwise, if you have a budget or some money, I could reach out to my buddy and he can probably whip up something for you. But what you're probably going to pay him is what you're going to be at least paying, at least a minimum for yourself to try it. So, anywho, hopefully that answers your questions. I feel like that's rambling a little bit. There's also one last thing. What's his name? CG Essentials. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. You can use that and then Mixamo, which is download like motion capture stuff, and you can attach them to your human rig. Sorry, there's different tutorials. Before you buy it, you should maybe hop on here and just kind of get an idea. But what I wanted to say was CG Essentials. Between the donut tutorial, Blender Guru, and then this guy, he does a lot of the Blender market type overview. So if you're looking at a certain tool, this guy might have done a review on it. So it's really worth checking him out. Anyways, back to work. unless you have any more questions or suggestions. Oh, my lips are burning, sorry. I don't like how straight his arm is, but oh yeah, we're gonna definitely have some clipping there, so we gotta fix that. What I'm trying to go for is like a rolling over motion, but what I should be doing is, yeah, no worries, Jason. Hopefully that's a helpful overview. What was I do? Mixamo. One thing before you go, hopefully if you are looking at bouncing, what I was saying about the Mixamo thing, if you don't know about this is like the motion capture. It's made by Adobe. I know people are kind of anti them lately, but they're pre-motion capture stuff. They're all free, and you can download these and attach these to your rig. I finally just figured out how to do it. I want to say, no, I deleted it. But I had Spaceman like picking out a phone out of his pocket and like talking on it. And there's a way to attach these these motion captures to your rig. The other thing that I talked about too was Adobe Premiere Pro. So that might be the third tool. So human generator, the cloth generator thing, and then Mixamo. Or sorry, this Auto Rigger. That did not make any sense. Never mind. But Auto Rig Pro. This is what I use to rig up my guys. But the human generator should do that for you already. So I would wait on purchasing this. Just if you're having issues with your rig, you may have to hop into this thing. But what I should be doing is falling over. Or sorry, getting up. Getting up. Yeah, like this. This is what I should be doing for my Spaceman. Versus me manually animating his entire body and all the articulation points in the rig. I could just slap this guy on and tell it at a certain point to activate for the keyframes. Over. So there's not everything, but yeah, some more tidbits. That might be frustrating, to be honest. So I've been working on this episode of the Backrooms probably for a year now. If you go to my channel, the last upload of walking through the Backrooms, the high quality, I've been working on this episode since then. And it's because I haven't been able to rig my guy properly, and I just figured that out like 4 days ago. It's not that every day I was working on it, but I got busy with work. I would try it for a week, 3 or 4 days in a row and not get anywhere. But I realized it had to do with A pose and T pose. So if you run into A pose and T pose issues, definitely come back to my channel and we can talk about that then. Because I will save you 100 hours. Like honestly, 100 hours. I threw attempt after attempt. And my rig, what was happening to my rig was Spaceman was like moving like this. His arms were like inverted when he was trying to answer the phone. It was just, yeah, it was pretty bad. There's a thumbnail for you there in that little motion. You're a year into yours too. You've got enough footage that would equal to 3 minutes of video. Yeah, that's the thing about animation, right? 1 second takes 1 year of work. A 15-second video. Like, I don't know how many frames this is. 1,000 frames. 24 seconds. Divided by 24. It's 41 seconds. Is this the animation and its length? Entire length? If my math's right. Yeah, 41 seconds and been working on it for a year, right? So Yeah, I overthink things too. That's partially why another reason why the backrooms didn't get done. And this isn't my ultimate vision. This is me cutting a corner hard because I want to wrap this up and actually focus on my own project. But I had intentions of like the ooze coming out of the phone, and that ooze actually a creature comes out of it and then chases him out. I also built pool rooms, so I was going to connect the two together. I had this whole elaborate thing, but I'm like, I want to kind of wrap this up and move on to my own personal project. Using this as kind of my testing, leveling up playground to learn things. So as much as I've been kind of complaining about it for the year, I've learned a lot. So there's pros and cons. 60 frames. Oh, I'm sorry, he does 60 frames. I did not know that actually. I'm not sure what mine is. See, I'm not like super super versed in Blender. I think I'm in the wrong tab even. 24 frames. I'm in 24 frames. Yeah, I should probably do 60. But I render myself currently. I did a test render last night from 550 to this, and I deleted them. But I exported the wrong format. I meant to do EPX or something, EXR, and I clicked DPX. But I started it at 8:30 last night, and it ended at 11:50 this morning. So it takes a bit to render. One thing I haven't done is I have not optimized my program or my project file. I've done it a little bit through like the frame, denoise and all that kind of stuff. But as for textures and stuff, and yeah, I'm sure there's some things I can do to optimize it a little bit further. I'm assuming all my assets are rendering out at the same time when I could tell them to be turned off if we're not looking at them. So that's things that I need to learn. Yeah, 60 definitely would give you more of the realism. I think I did 24 because I was watching a tutorial. It's like, hey, let's create the handy cam Polaroid effect, right? So I probably just slapped that on, not thinking about it long term, that this was going to be a longer project than it became. One thing that I'm concerned about is slapping it to 60. Does that kind of change all my keyframes, or does Blender kind of automatically articulate 24 to 64 frame conversion? Because I know Premiere and After Effects was a pain in the butt for stuff like that. That's where I come from, is Premiere and After Effects. No, man, that's cool. I'm not really like, I'm down to chat. My rig, I am using a Mac Studio M1 Ultra. I don't have the memory maxed out, so it's the second highest performing one. If I would have maxed out the memory, then I'd have the ultimate version of the M1. But I didn't feel like paying $2,000 for an extra double the memory. But in hindsight, I probably should have got it because I definitely felt it in After Effects and something like that. But $2,000, it's just stupid. But I'm an Apple boy, unfortunately. But coming into the 3D world, I definitely am realizing that I need to be more of a Windows boy, because I'm sure I can get a stronger machine for a fraction of the price that I paid for this. But I primarily do video editing and After Effects, so this is more of my work, right? So anyways. Yeah, that's the typical habit, right? Like once you set your frame rate, composition settings, you may want to typically stay to that. Especially at the end of the game. Like I'm at the end of the rope here for my animation, so. But I did not know Kane did 60. That makes sense. I thought maybe the Backrooms might have been something else, but for the giant one that he did, Other Worlds. Oh man, the name's escaping me, but that was epic. I really enjoyed the mall one that he did. Yeah. Yeah, PC. Um, I got actually a project that, a paid project that's going to be 3D. So depending on what the budget is for that, I may get into a Windows or afterwards. Save some money from that project and see about picking up a Windows and having both of best of both worlds. Yeah, we are definitely close to the finish line here. I might rebake this because just a couple more things. There's the phone cord. I was having issues with that. I did see that being an issue. The ceiling, unfortunately, my domain is just a little bit higher than my ceiling, so there's moments where like you can see clipping in the ooze in the ceiling. A clipping we just saw there, the clipping of the foam through the helmet. I should probably make a list, to-do list here. Backrooms to do. Sorry, I'm just gonna jam these quick here. Phone cord. Simulation domain. Match ceiling. Clipping of phone. Pickup. Yeah, that kid's amazing. Like, he's actually just like a kid, eh? Like, I think he's like 18, maybe just turned 18. There's a couple interviews of him out there that's, he seems like an interesting cat. Part of me wonders if it's luck, but he definitely beat us to the Backrooms and making that go viral. And then, yeah, the mall thing that he created afterwards, that was pretty impressive. That was a step up from the Backrooms, so... and then he's got deals with the A24. It's a movie production company. And there's an actual Backrooms movie being made, supposedly. Supposedly, I don't know how true it is, but yeah, he's definitely a bit of an inspiration, at least to get started here. But I'm going to be transitioning out of his universe and then building my own, which is the goal. Oldest view series. Thank you, oldest view. I should have just Googled it. It was taking up brain processing power. Okay, clipping a phone. Oh, light on the hands, phone, if possible. I mean, going dark isn't probably the worst thing, especially when we're putting focus on that. What would be really sick, I don't know how to do it. Well, I kind of maybe know how to do it. This Vine thing, what it reminds me of, not sure how old you are, but hopefully mature, but like the veins inside of a human body, there's kind of like some scientific displays of that in museums and stuff. So that's what this kind of reminds me of. So it'd be kind of wicked if, like the other Backrooms, the entity kind of has like tentacles and stuff like that, to have these actually come alive and reach out towards them. But I think I might just keep it simple. But you can definitely overthink and keep adding to this thing. Yeah, I want to have the whole room fill up. Since he's in a suit, it's going to be now submerged underwater. Normally, if it was a person, if the ooze touched you, you'd probably die. But he's spaceman, so he's protected. So he gets up and he's underwater and he's trying to walk out. That's where I would like to take it. But I had, yeah, this was what I was talking about. See, the clipping of the ceiling. So. And then, yeah, connection to the pool room. Since he's underwater, he on the spiral staircase from the pool rooms, he would be climbing up that and then pop out of the pool rooms. Maybe take his helmet off at that point, but oxygen low as he's climbing the stairs, but it's going reverse. Kind of just put that pressure. Maybe the entity's actually trying to chase him up the stairs at that point. But yeah, overthinking it. You can do lots. I got lots of ideas. But focus is let's fix the mistakes so we can render tonight and maybe call her done. And then focus on the big bad boy. This is my project that I'm working on. Quickly skim down. So I have like kind of each scene kind of blocked out, what's going to happen in each scene, and then I have a leaned on AI to kind of generate a still, kind of give you visuals of what's happening during each of the scenes. But the game plan is actually to make these in Blender and make them how I kind of want them, or a better idea, because it was hard to kind of articulate to the AI to be like, hey, this is what I want. It's done some really wicked things that I didn't think about before. But yeah, got a whole thing, and this is just episode 1, episode 2, but it's a whole sci-fi universe. Lots to do. What's your stuff about? What's your project? You said you've been working on it for a year. What's your, are you on the tail end of it? Or are you stuck on a hurdle? Are you just kind of getting into the animation part of it? Curious to hear your dealio. I will flip you the Discord. We started kind of a Discord. I want to get branded, might rebrand the channel and stuff, but kind of a black book to connect with people and people to share their experiences, or if they're stuck on something, come join us here. But yeah, it sounds like, well, you're stuck. Sounds like maybe modeling or character design might be one. But what are you specifically stuck on? Okay. I just want to go through. I'm going to click through and just see. Oh, fix the ninja. I got this weird ninja motion that started showing up when I started animating the end. This was not here before. Why? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe that's the ninja motion. In motion, yeah, that's right. That's the ninja motion. Whew, scary. Yeah, my world's upside down, so sorry. Holy moly, you guys are going to probably be barfing. Motion sickness. I don't know how to change my viewport. It drives me insane. I need to figure that out. But he's walking. Oh, I gotta fix the arm there. Luckily, we don't see your body parts, so I can get away with mistakes. Where is it? Yeah, but right here, he's like, woo, a little ninja action, and then he goes down this corridor. There we go. That's better. Yeah. I've been spending most of my time getting used to rigging and controlling models. It's been a serious task for me. Yeah, I am probably on the same level as you for sure. I don't think I can give too much insight, unless I look like I'm further than you are, based on what you've been seeing in my project. I know the difficulty for me was the inversion. I'd get everything rigged up and my guy would be all inverted. But that has to do with the bones and making sure your bones are connected to the right rig. A pose, T pose. That's definitely one thing that's got me now actually animating with him. I figured out that and how to resolve that. Yeah, the things I wish I knew better of, I was like how, when I first rigged him, when he's moving his arms and stuff, like his leg material would be stretching with the arm. And it's like, what's going on here? So then I tried like a bunch of different ways of weighting it when it's binding the rig. Sorry, I'm trying to use the right proper terminology. Hopefully I am. And then I did multiple iterations of that. That wasn't working. And then I realized, oh, you can actually manually weight paint stuff. And that's actually how I got around some of the fingers doing what they were doing. But I definitely half-assed it. Sorry for using that word, but it's a lot of work. A lot of work. One thing to consider, I don't know what your budget is, but Rukuko, hopefully I'm spelling it right. Investing in the old motion capture suit or motion capture technology. There might be other cheaper ways of doing it, like through your cell phone or cameras, different tracker points and stuff. But yeah, I think I might be looking at that after just one day of actually animating with Spaceman here. It's like, holy moly, it's going to be a lot of work and trial and error to get it the way you want. When maybe I could like slap on a suit and walk around my apartment, like having the hands actually like on walls and like the fingers like pushing against the wall, right? Um, Grabbing around the corner of walls and like looking around, right? Versus trying to animate all little pieces. Anyways, I'm very animated if you can tell. And it probably looks ridiculous on webcam, but yeah, that's the problem. There's all these wicked tools. Like that thing is like 4K. Like I want to say it's gonna cost me 4K Canadian or something, which is why I don't want to buy it. We don't need to be in here, sorry. But when you think about time and effort, time and money, right? Like if I bill so much an hour, charge myself, like how long is it going to take me to animate a rig? Is it going to take me 100 hours? Well, then times that 100 hours, what I would charge somebody else out. And if that's equivalent to maybe the motion capture suit or more, it's like, well, maybe it makes sense to, if you have no money, go into debt. Unfortunately, I don't like going into debt anymore. I'm hyper focused on staying out of debt. But it might make sense to go into debt to get something like that, to save the money, to get the project done faster, to get closer to a financial return if that's the end game for your project. But if not, then you may want to not invest in that kind of money. But so it's a work of love. So yeah, you can't really go down that route unless again you have money. But if you don't, you should be doing it manually. And that goes a long way in the community too. I think like if you communicate, hey, this is no budget, solo project. I did 20 people's job. I know it's not the best in certain areas, but this is my vision. And then you use that as your demo, right? To kind of be like, hey, is anybody interested that knows how to do these things? And then you use that kind of as your storyboard. I know you may probably put a year into making that animation, but if you know it can be done better by somebody else, then use it as a storyboard to get those people involved. If it's a dope enough idea, then maybe they'll just do it for free, right? And then you guys win-win for everybody, whoever. If you guys can sell it or people, I don't know, you're not making money, right? So, but win-win portfolio stuff. If somebody hasn't done anything before, like myself, I have an idea that I'm hoping other people can come on, but if I didn't have that idea, then I'd be seeking out somebody else's idea and being like, hey, I could do this in your thing. Can I join? Anyways, rambling. Okay, ninja move. Fix ninja move. I think what we're going to do there is just create 2 short keyframes and just stick them together and then make kind of like a digital glitch to kind of cover that up. Because this project needs to be technically started over because I built it wrong. So I'm really just trying to color wrap. Yeah, that's the best way of looking at it. Make sure that's where I failed. I was not paying attention to some of my expenses, and this kind of happened to me. I had projects coming up, and then they got canceled, so I never got money for those projects. So this stuff ended up coming out of my pocket. But yeah, I've bought a lot of tools. I have 183 add-ons, and I have about $300 Canadian that isn't either double purchased through like bundles or accident, or stuff that isn't working or I don't know how to use. So it's like, damn, I should have probably spent a little bit more time than just firing off and buying those. Same with projects. So this is my personal project. So if there's a certain tool or something that I see, I've only been buying stuff for this project if it's on sale, because it doesn't make sense to buy like a $200 model if I'm not in this project right now. But if that model goes on sale, it's like, well, if that's my passion project, then maybe I'll buy it ahead of time. Everything else is like clients that are paying for projects. So yeah, like I got paid this much in Blender plus my time. So here we went negative. but that was my very first Blender project. And I had somebody else that I split the profits with. It was a $700 project, and I brought my buddy in and we split it 50-50, even though I kind of wasn't 50-50 work, that kind of thing, right? But I wanted to be fair down the road. Yeah, I got a lot of investment. It was kind of keeping me up at night. So last week I spent a lot of time. It's probably shows a bit of my ADD or savantness. I'm going to call it that. But yeah, I realized I've spent a bit of money. But I also do this for my business. So I'm a video editor, animator, motion graphics, all that kind of stuff. So there's a part of this that I can write for tax expenses and stuff. So that's why there's been a bit of purchases compared to maybe yourself, right? I'm not sure if you do this type of work. Like I'm a freelancer and I've been doing it for 10 years. So that's why I can afford some of this stuff. But I know some people out there don't have the luxury to be able to do that. That's one thing I'm very fortunate about with my job and my career is I can do stuff like this, but then I get silly and I'm like overspend or buy things that I'm not working on. Like Backrooms should have been a free project, but there's stuff in here that like I haven't probably used. Alien tendrils, so the stuff on the back wall, spent $20 and I could have probably designed that myself or learned to design it myself, right? So I should have probably done stuff like that. But anyways, I'm probably rambling too much about budgets. But something to be mindful, like in your one thing, I don't want to take away the passion from your project, but you need to, there's an element to treat it like a business. And it's fine if you don't want to make, like if the end goal isn't to make money, but just be mindful of the time / expenses that you put into it. Again, unless it's a free thing, it's better than playing video games. That's what my deal. I used to play video games hardcore, and it's like since adopting Blender, it's like bye video games. And that's another reason too, maybe for some of the expenditure too, right? I don't buy video games anymore. And if you can imagine what people spend on that kind of money, digital downloads, subscriptions, cut all that stuff out. The only thing subscription-wise is my cell phone and internet. Like everything else, I don't pay for subscriptions. So that opened up a lot of money to then funnel into other things that enable me to do better in my job. So yeah, so Ninja Move. We need to fix that, and I'm hoping all we need to do there is a quick little keyframey. But yeah, it sounds like you're a bit experienced in Blender, so I definitely would like to connect with you. Maybe jam on your project, help you out, and vice versa. Scratch my back, scratch your back. Yeah, I feel you hardcore. It's like you have this vision, right? And you like know you want to see the progress and you want to see the stuff come to life, but then it's like, how do I use this pen, or how do I use this Swiss Army knife, right? That's a bad example, but like a power tool, right? Or some kind of machinery. And that's essentially what's happening here is we need to learn how to use this giant machine of a tool with all the nodes, like the node stuff, right? Geometry nodes. So I'm just clicking through stuff. That whole geometry nodes thing, it's like that's a whole profession in itself. And yeah, these slime things, just an add-on, $10 add-on. Me go and do this? Yeah, okay, we'll see you next year. Just doing that alone. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Well, I do know what's going on, but to build this from scratch, that's what I don't understand. Like, how the heck do you guys know how to hook this to hook that? It's like expressions in After Effects. I know how to read them. I couldn't write them to save my life. Oh yeah, the kid, but definitely put your kid first. That's a reason why you have them, or if you do have them, then you need to put them first. I don't think enough people do that nowadays. Another thing why I'm fortunate a little bit, like as much as I see the value in kids, I'm not quite there yet. And yeah, the games for sure. The games become your kid, and then if you have time, then the blender. But maybe even for yourself, like one thing to consider is like flesh out your story, flesh out your idea, make sure that's solid, because that's one thing you can do, right? And if you know you're weak in writing skills, then you just identify, hey, I don't know how to do this or this, and then try to find somebody to do that. Or I know, again, it's hard with no money, but there's also programs where you can get funding and stuff. So if you can create a business pitch for your idea, you might be able to get funding, and then you can go hire people. Or Fiverr is like a website that you can go to hire people like myself. Anyways. But yeah, this is how you get crazy animations. Like essentially this whole thing here, what it's doing is it's just connecting. I have cubes here that you don't see. So there's a cube here. And all that node system is doing is telling this stringy cord thing, slime, to connect together and then droop over time. That's all that was all that. So I'm not wasting my time on that, right? Like hire somebody, buy add-ons. I'll spend the $10, the $2,000 and have that stuff, and then turn it into a video game using the different add-ons and stuff that come in. Turn that back end. That's what this is. These end panel things. They're geometry nodes, but you don't see everything in the back end. They turn it into a UI controller. So it turns it into a video game kind of thing, essentially. Yeah, sorry. I'm rambling and not being attentive. I got to learn YouTube a little bit better, especially since videos are kind of popping off. Yeah, there's like a couple. There's a delay, so apologies. If you want me to revisit something, just kind of be like, hey, you forgot this point. Or can I reiterate a point? Apologies. I need to kind of say something, wait a bit, say something, wait a bit. So, yeah, if you're saying, wow, man, this is the animation for the camera, which I have my spaceman parented to. So wherever my camera goes is where my spaceman goes, because it's first person perspective. So I saved myself a lot of time not having to animate spaceman. I just have to animate the camera. Which the first bit of it, I used my iPhone and actually recorded me walking around my apartment, and then brought it into After Effects and got all the motion tracking data, blah, 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 and figured out how to do that. But then I was like, oh, I want to actually do more. So then I think from this point on, it's been manual, which you might see in the full length version. Where it's like this motion and then it's kind of this hard robotic motion, but we'll see. So yeah, apologies for skipping over some of your comments there. But thanks for coming and chatting. Appreciate it. You can see how passionate I am about it. So it's nice to be able to kind of, well, I guess right now I'm vomiting on you, so apologies for that. But so the goal of the channel here is I see a void on YouTube for like live learning or in real time learning. And my job, I might as well just broadcast, right? If my computer's strong enough to handle both, which it seems like it is, start broadcasting both. Yeah, thanks, Jason. I really appreciate you coming by. Thanks for the follow. I almost gave up on this project, but I'm going to see it through. The game plan is hopefully over the weekend. I'm going to try and export tonight. And if that, depending on how that is, make some changes, and then we'll have an export over the weekend. Call our final cut for Monday, hopefully. Anyways, good luck at work, dude. Appreciate you coming by. Thanks for the follow, and good luck yourself. I'll try to figure out the lag. Swing by our Discord too if you haven't done that. But I can always flip that link later on too. Ooh, she looking pretty good. Part of me like wants to maybe make a part one where it's like from his vision, and then a behind the scenes where it's like security cameras that they've installed. Oh yeah, from another organization, because there's a bunch of organizations running around the back room, so they catch the spaceman on security, and that's what we're seeing from like these perspectives. Anyways, don't make more work. Try to finish one project. Is based on that world. See, that's the lag. I might have missed that on the Backrooms world, or maybe something we said or I said. But yeah, definitely. I'm curious about your project. I've been ranted about mine. I love to hear about other people's projects and just get a general idea of where the human mind can go with creativity. And if I can be an assistance of anything, I'd like to confirm if it's a good idea or if there's some things that come to mind. No backrooms. There's definitely some things you can do with it. It's a whole different thing? Okay, gotcha. That's what I figured. I was wondering. One thing that I was running into with my world building is like, you thought you had an original idea, and it's like, oh, damn, somebody else thought of it. So there's an element like, if you have an original idea, try to invest all your time you can into it before somebody else beats you to the punch. Like the movie The Creator came out, and there was like overlap. Not that it was directly the same, but there was overlap. So if somebody were to see mine, they're like, oh, you saw The Creator and thought of it. It's like, think about that a little bit longer, but that's what happens when you kind of procrastinate or don't get to the finish line first. But you can only do what you can, especially when you have a kid. You got to put them first, so it's hard to kind of get the time to do everything. So many distractions in the world. Good distractions, bad distractions. Goal is just eliminating the bad distractions if you can. Oh, so we need to do simulation, domain, match ceiling. I really wish it didn't clip. Like if it was just like a little bit lower, we would have been good. Stay focused. What do we need to do? We got a small to-do list. Spaceman, where are ya? Where are you, bud? Oh, I'm looking at the end. I thought that was at the start. Yeah, I think all this stuff's pretty good. I just want to make sure that there's no ninja moves, any more ninja moves. It's so bizarre why that ninja move is happening. Oh yeah, I gotta still do all the hand motion here. not going to be exporting. We just should export the end to make sure that's good before. And we can always... No. I redid the start here. I was going to say I could stitch this to the previous export that I did, but I like the new lighting and perspective. There's a couple differences. Figured out the domain issue, I think. I was having the domain of my simulation pop up there in the export for some reason. Yeah, it's happening here. Weird. Thought I fixed this. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? There was another mode here. Oh, crap, what was I just doing? I got lost. Oh, the domain. Scrambles. Domain. Domain was an actor. Monsters. So they're just... Okay, I see. That's so silly. Silly. I think what's happening is I keyframed the viewport, and I also need to keyframe the render. What I'm doing here is I'm telling the domain, okay, from this point on, in a keyframe on my timeline, which I don't know how you see this one for whatever reason. I'm telling it to start at a certain time, but I can't figure it out how to see the keyframe for it. Hence why I'm frustrated, because how do I go to where those keyframes are and also do it to the render? Okay, well, our little keyframe forward knows it's there, so we're just gonna rely on that. I think it was option. What was it? Insert keyframe. Turn it off. Move one frame forward. Turn it on. Insert keyframe. Turn it off. I have the automatic keyframe on, so that's why I'm able to just... Any actions I make automatically sets a keyframe. But sometimes that'll bite you in the butt. So make sure you know what you're doing there, or confirm with myself or somebody, or ChatGPT. Some good stuff that I've learned from it. Okay, let's double check to see if that fixed our issue. Give her a render poo. That's because we're later in the timeline, we're not here, but the wall's black, so that makes me think that it's not working. The wall should not be black. Oh, the render game is like a whole new level, man. A whole new job you gotta learn. Okay, I fix that. We are focused on the domain. So we need to see if Yol Spaceman sees a domain here. No, we should be good. Should be good. So that's good. So that's not going to be an issue. Clipping of the phone. Light on the hands. Phone if possible. Phone cord. Fix Ninja Move. So we might as well fix the Ninja Move. Ninja Move. Fix the Ninja Move while we're here. Camera. I'm not going to be exporting this by the looks of it. Huh? What am I missing? Render. Oh, I'm rendering. That's why. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Where's our ninja move? Yeah. So insert keyframe where it's fixed. So this, I'm just going to duplicate it and stack them one frame apart. Still kind of has a funky motion. Still kind of has a funky motion. I'm wondering if there's ease. There might be ease, so maybe that's why there's weird things happening. Don't know. But I am definitely Band-Aid fixing this part here hard. Oh, we got another ninja move. What is happening? Why are you flippity flopping in? Why are you flipping flopping in? I have no idea. Why are you flipping? I don't want to keep deleting things. This is not looking good. So I'm okay with this motion. Other than he clips through the wall. So let's fix that quick here. I'm really hoping that didn't mess up everything there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully everything's good from here. So keyframes from here on, I am not a fan of. So let's reduce as many as we can. And then see if we can meet in the middle. That is really messing stuff up. What is going on? Okay, I'm obviously doing something wrong here. Go back. We need you to look down here. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of keyframes. That probably explains some things. Okay, so what if we get rid of... Okay. Come on now. Okay. How is that looking? It's not a ninja move. It's not a ninja move. But it's definitely not a motion you'd be doing. We gotta look down a bit more too. So, how about our hand on the wall? Does that look okay still? It is a little bit different. Yeah, 3D tracker. Oops. Holy Hannah. Come on now. Yeah, definitely changed all the hand motions now. Ah! I had it like grabbing around the corner. Maybe it was just a little too much. We are close. I can feel it in my bones. In my ringing bones. Can't believe there's a rig song. That's funny. Somebody made a rig song. Whoever made Blend Rig 6 has a theme song for it. Yeah, this is where things got messed up a little bit. clipping. He clipping. I hate doing these Band-Aid fixes. Oh no, oh no, we don't want to be doing that. What am I missing? What am I missing? Yeah, next time what I should have done was make the wall a rigid body or an effector and then have the fingers collide with it, because right now I'm having clipping issues, and I'm sure if I would have built it that way, if I literally ran the hand into the wall, the fingers would probably displace off of it if I set it up properly. I wouldn't have to be doing all this fix of a fix of a fix. And it's probably going to happen again if I were to come back here and try to change anything. So I need to put an insert here. Okay, so anything back here, if we make changes, should not affect anything going forward, from my understanding of keyframes. Oh, fix ninja move. Did we fix it? Kinda. This was our fix. I'm hoping if we just kind of course correct a little bit, that we can get away. Another ninja flip. Another ninja flip. So it has to do with oh, I remember now. I really cornered myself. So here on, I'm using the shortcut G to move stuff, but here backwards to the start, I used a combination of that and the delta transform. So all I've been doing is moving stuff past here or slowly pushing that marker back because he was doing the ninja before. So here we need to just adjust this, and all that's going to be. Sorry, I am rambling hard, but I think I figured out hopefully a partial solution. There we go, there we go, there we go. At least it's something, at least it's something. It's because we duplicated this. Because he pauses for a second. Okay, looks down the hallway. Here, he should probably look just a pinch here, like he's gonna go down there. Oh, right, because we can't do that. This is why you learn how to animate before you animate. And the problem, so my motion, okay, I'm rambling. I have all these keyframes because it's my motion track data from my camera. I used my iPhone to get the motion in the scene here. So that's why any adjustments that I needed to make were from the Delta, was the global parameters. So it kept all my keyframes, but then I can make micro adjustments and have them walk down my course versus what my apartment looked like. What do we do? 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 Is it acceptable? I just don't like that. Just don't like that. Quick motion backwards. Can we just get rid of these? Goes down the floor. What do we do? What do we do? We need a simple solution. We need a simple solution. Looks down the hallway. He's traveling. He is heading towards the hallway. He looks down. He hears the phone, but then he does that motion. I am a little stuck. I might be destroying it hard here. Yep. This is why you learn to animate before you animate. Hoping everything's good up until here. Actually, can we just have him stay looking over there? Just have him stay looking over there. He's panning, he's panning. This is looking better. He's starting to head towards that hallway. He hears the phone. So this is where we're still having trouble. Some stuff. Everything is good up until here. Everything is good up until here. Looks, so we might as well have him finish whipping his head back this way. And then we get some more ninja. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here, chat. I need an animator. Throwing up a bat signal. Help. Actually, we don't even want him looking that way. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to try to match this last keyframe with where he is before he starts doing a little ninja thingamajigger. So I'm hoping we can just do a cut in Premiere. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to make a cut there. So this little area here is red, the no-go zone. We're cutting that out. This is gonna be a fix it in post kind of project. But that's gonna be the easiest solution, and I understand how I made it happen now, so that's good. Whereas before, if I didn't understand and just moved on, that's not good. Has to do with delta plus motion capture. Hopefully can just cut ninja with glitch stitch. Light on the hand, clipping on the phone. Okay, we can fix that. Clipping of the phone. Hopefully that does it. Seems like it. Oh, it does move the phone, right? Off the phone cord, so we need to definitely figure out that phone cord. Because that looked like poop in the export. It was just like this static cord that was just in the air. As for the light on the hand, I don't think there's much we can do about that. Unless we... I like where the light is. I don't want to be messing around with it too much. The goal of a light is to see what's ahead of you, but there's also a reason to have his hands lit. Decisions. Man, just a pinch of light. Pinch of light would be good. There's some light. You cross the threshold into the dark zone. And then yeah, the ooze. So we might have to rebake. I'm so worried because what we have right now is pretty freaking tight. We'll rebake tomorrow. We'll export tonight as a... Let's see if there's any more mistakes. Knowing this is a mistake. And then tomorrow we can rebake if it looks too bad. If we lose it, we lose it, but then we'll have an example. Okay. I think everything probably looks good on this front, hopefully. We are having faith that it is because there's too much going on. Light on the hand if possible. Clipping up the phone, double whammy. If we have to rebake, then we'll do this. So do this after exporting a test. So we have something to show at a minimum. If we lose current bake, research how to have multiple bakes and reconnect. Connect. So phone cord, and we can hit export. Call her a day. That's pretty sweet. Oopsies. Let's save. A new iteration. Sorry. 5.6. Alright, I'm going to do a victory lap, and I will be back in a moment. Alright, we'll just play this. Okay, good for perspective if I can. It's hard in this room actually. Mute computer. Okay, BRB. Okay, phone cord, and we call her done. Or a day. Anyways, done for the day. Compose mode. We need to make a phone cord. And the phone cord that I made before took me quite a bit, but it's not going to work with the current setup that I have. The tool that I had downloaded looks good. It was working, but it was not tracking, staying stuck to the things that I had pinned it to. What am I doing? What am I doing? Phone cord. So my thinking is they're not really that long to begin with. I was thinking of like trying to have it like coiled or like a rope, like a bundle of it, so that way as it got stretched. So I noticed it was kind of too short before. Like if I were just, well, I might as well just do it and show you. This is what I did before. Snap cursor to selected. Sorry, I needed a haircut. It's getting hot in here, so I'm taking the toque off. We have to go samurai. Give me a sec. Let's see how the samurai looks. Okay, so what I did before was this. Physical cables. That's not the worst. Physical cables. One curve, spiral, manual cable. Adds a manual curve and assigns the geometry nodes modifier. Draw cable. Adds a busy curve, switches to edit mode, deletes all vertices. Well, anyways, this is what I did before. This. Cursor to selected. This. Tried to click stuff before, but it kept freezing or crashing. Create curve. And then I modified it. But the problem is I don't want it to be like a straight thing, right? Like we need to have it loop a little bit. Distance between points. Don't think that's going to get us to where we want to go with this tool. What do we do? Initially what I had done was the distance from here to when he picks up the phone. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. False alarm. And then my hope was, to finish my previous thought, was I did here to here, and my hope was when you put it back on that the coil would coil down because of the distance between the two. And I had expectations that it was going to clip through this thing because I hadn't set collision to it. But it just literally stayed in the same spot and did not move. It just jiggled the entire time. So, let's try this, I suppose. Cursor to selected. This is maybe why, oh, and this is what I did last time. I think this was the start. We'll make this the start, we'll make this the end and see what happens. Cursor to selected. And yeah, I can't remember what my initial thought was. I will save it. It tends to crash here. How does one keep things? Oh, I might have to do. Let me think here. Let me think. I'm wondering if I create a empty and attach an empty to here and parent it to there, and then have the start and end points to the empty. It may not recognize the origin point. Oh, that's what's happening. That is what's happening, right? Because it's just creating, it's not linking the two objects together. It's just using the 3D point cursor. Okay, I understand what's happening now. I understand what's happening now. I understand what's happening, but I feel like there's a way to attach it to two squares. This is what I need. This is what I need. This is what I need right here. This is what I need. Except for that. Dynamic cable break simulation. This is what's happening currently, but I need this. Enhance your simulation with turbulence effects to bring dynamic, unpredictable motion to your cables and wires. Perfect for creating realistic wired or environmental influences. Additionally, take advantage of self-collision simulation, ensuring that cables interact naturally with each other, preventing unnatural overlaps or intersections. Pin anchor points for precision and attachment control. So this was the other thing that I wanted to do. If the phone was going to dangle, this would be the edge of my monolith. So that way the chain could hopefully dangle off of it. Dynamic cable break simulation. Automate the placement of cables across multiple objects in a collection, making large-scale projects more manageable, whether it's wiring for entire buildings, vehicles, factories. Okay, so my stuff's not in a collection, or it is, but I haven't assigned it to the add-on. Enable collision. Colliders, collision. So I feel like this is where my monolith goes. But what we shall try is just this props section. Enable props. Set active collision as colliders. Collider collection. Wind, break, chop. I don't want it to break. Self collision. Hang was what I was kind of hoping off the monolith. I'm still not seeing something to connect them together. This is where I changed the design of things. Oh, I wasn't even probably clicked on it. Yeah. Baloney. Pin settings. It's not even adjusting it. Oh, we do that. Yeah, we go. 01. I think this is 750. There's like just a little weird bends once in a while. And this, when you play it back, it's like really like blocky. Like this animates, this animates, this animates, this animates. So it has to do with some kind of resolution. Some sort. There was a way to kind of stick it on to the end a little better. If I just knew what to do, I want to attach this point to this origin point. I want to attach this point to that origin point to something else. So wherever they moved, this whole entire thing will move, which should happen, I think, based on this little string here. But I am missing something where you go and tell it to do that. So save it and play. Huh? Bye. It's nice knowing you, but see ya. Why is it doing that? Oh, because I removed the pin, right? I think that's maybe why. Nope. Oh, this is so annoying. We are so close. So close, but so far. How do we resolve this? I should probably make a note of that. Should fix drop in phone. A lot of humming and hawing. Well, we should probably fix the phone before we do the phone cable. What I'm worried about, as I have written down, that we're going to lose this plugin. Okay, let's save it. Let's turn on our boy. Probably should be fixed a little bit too. Hiya. Fix for a fix for a fix in the fix. Okay. Clear. We go into pose mode. Make sure that's highlighted. Grab the phone. Parent. So far so good. Question is, do we drop it here, here, or here? Oh, and you should still have it grabbed as well. Let's drop it here. Drop. Save that. Still clasped up to here. Oops. Probably a little closer together. Come on now. Okay, save that. Let's turn on our creature and see if it's sticking to some oil. Still is, so that's good. Does it align with our phone? Not quite. Always just one frame. Always just one frame. I'm thinking about moving Spaceman into the orb, so that way the next export is at least shippable if there's no mistakes. We're still going to have the clipping on the roof. We're still going to have this kind of issue. And then we don't know how the phone cord's going to react if we can get that working. Yeah, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it because the rebake will fix it. Okay. Now we can do the phone cord since we fixed the drop. Now we're back to the phone cord. As I said before, just one more thing and then it turns into 10 more things. We got the mad scientist hair going on for show. Okie dokie. Phone cord. Phone cord, phone cord, phone cord. Wherever they move, the curve will grow and stay connected between the two. Or, actually no, we'll just do one thing at a time. Implement an update function that checks the position of the origin points at regular intervals on the specific events like movement. A curve should adjust its endpoints to stay connected to its current positions of the origin points. Grow the curve. If you want the curve to grow as the models move apart, you can adjust this curve's length based on the distance between the two origin points. Ensure the curve is rendered properly in your scene so it visually updates. So hopefully this is just an easy thing to do. We are in pose mode. Sorry. Bezier curve. Bezier curve. I don't know, girl. Implement an update function that checks the position of the origin points. Create a curve. Create a curve that can be manipulated. Grow the curve. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna try this, I guess. Snap cursor to selected. Snap selection to cursor. Snap cursor to selected. Edit mode. Snap selection to cursor. Okay, we got something. Now we need to tell each point to taper object. What does this mean? Curve object name that defines the taper, the width. Shape keys. How do I tell the endpoint to stick to the other endpoint? I need a relations for the end and a relations for the out. If we can have that, then we're golden. If we could have that, we would be golden. If we could have that, we would be golden. We would be golden. So how do we do what we want to do? How do we do what we want to do? In the curve's edit mode, select the endpoint of the curve on the same end as the selected sphere and press Ctrl H. Choose hook. This. Oh, okay, this is ringing a bell. This is ringing a bell. So, what are they saying? Ctrl H. Go into the curve's edit mode, select the endpoint, and then Ctrl H. Choose hook to the selected object. Control H, but it won't let me select another object while I'm in edit mode. In object mode, select one of the spheres and then hit add. Oh, okay, so I got to do it the other way around. In object mode, tab, select the, oh my Hannah, what am I doing wrong? Read it, Sam. In object mode, select one of the spheres, then select the curve and hit tab to go to edit mode. Select this, select your curve, and hit tab to go to edit mode. In the curve's edit mode, select the endpoint of the curve you wish to use. We'll just hit Ctrl H and see what happens. No. This, no. Oh, it doesn't help. There's a speaker here. Assuming that's the camera. Or is that now my Bezier? No, that's a light. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's try this again. Select the object, select the curve, hit tab. Choose the end you wish to use. We are going to go back to this end. And then we already have that object selected. Can't do anything else. Control H. Hook to selected object. Control H. Control H. Hook to new object. Tab out. Okay, so we got that. But it's still not wanting to do what I want it to do. So do we have to parent this to parent this to that? Snap selection to cursor. Okay, we're in business. I'm figuring it out. Oh, Hannah, come on now. Come on. Snaps cursor to selected. Select the object you wish and the object you wish and the curve. Tab into edit mode. Select the point you want. Control H to hook to new object. Tab to go to object mode. Select this. Nope. Select this parent to the phone. Snap selection to cursor. Now if we move the phone, our Bezier should move. Oh, look at that. A level up. We got her. We got her. Now, if we do manual cable. Oh, you bitch. Sorry to swear. But I thought that was going to do it. Maybe we need to do something else still. Oh, there's always something. You were supposed to just coil along that Bezier curve. That's all you're supposed to do. But you're going towards the original shape and original placement of it. Do we have to like? So yeah, there's that too. Why is the simplest thing always the hardest? Nope. Thought maybe that might have done her. Thought that might have done her. Temporary solution. Temporary of the temporary of some sort. Hui. Lots of lines going on. Now ours is a little thicker. Edit mode. I want to taper that down. Oh, what? What happened? Oh, because we are in edit mode. Oh, the amateurness is going to be in our phone cord. Finger it out. Finger it out for me, brain. Finger it out for me. Nope. I don't know, it looks like our bottom got removed. Okay, so never mind. Is it really because of that? Shouldn't be. There might be a solution where we could rotate it so it lands a certain way. Oh, but I'm not a big fan of how that's looking. I want this cord connected to each of the ends. Why cannot we do that? Why can we not do that? Holy, that came out weird. My frustration came. Like, I want that quality on my cord. But I don't know what to do. And I'm worried I messed up something with the simulation now. We might have to bake anyways. Yeah, damn. Somehow we lost our bake. Somehow we lost our bake. Oh no, there it is. Still have it, but it's turning on again for some reason. It is turning on again for some reason. Guess maybe we changed the... Why am I derping? Why am I derping? Maybe we're supposed to do it from here. 919, 920. No, come back to me. Come on. Ah, you stupid. Oh, we got one more to do. And hopefully this fixes that, because that's annoying. I thought I was past this already. Nice knowing you, but see ya. Okay. That should fix that. Phone cord, phone cord, phone cord. If we can just figure out this phone cord, we could call it a day. Phone cord, phone cord. Phone cord, phone cord. How do we deal with the phone cord? Now that we got the two nulls, maybe that'll work. Let's give that a try. If that doesn't work, then I gotta take a little breaky poo. So let's save it. Let's hide this. Don't want to render it. Then I want to, but it's still not gonna do it because it's. Anyways, let's just try it, I guess. Still messed up. Auto hook. Auto hook. Auto hook is probably what's going on here. And creates an empty. And creates an empty. So we just need to link the empties together, right? And that should do it. Oh man. cursor to selected. Create curve. So we have two empties. Phone, receiver, physical cable, add-on, empty, one. I'm assuming it's that one. Okay, I'm feeling hopefully good about this one. Let's save. Actually, I needed those. Okay, we might have this figured out. Oh, come on. I'm so over this. I'm so over this. Yeah, I'm feeling hopefully good about this one. Let's save. Actually, I needed those. Okay, we might have this figured out. Oh, come on. I'm so over this. I'm so over this. Get some ASMR going on. Do 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 do. Huh? Okay, we have too many empties. Sorry, I'm wasting too much time here. Okay, that's our curve. This is an older empty, I feel like. Okay, save it. Because what's going to happen is this should move up. Beautiful. Okay. We are going to do that for now. And then this is Sam's phone receiver. Sam's empty. One. Phone base. PC add-on. Empty. One. Oh no. Phone base. Sam's empty. One. Okay. So we want to connect this one to first. Let's do the top one because that's where our 3D cursor is. So we want to parent this to my empty. Then we want to snap selection to cursor. We want to go down here, snap selection cursor to selected. We then want to go, we want to parent this to that. This one actually is not going to matter, but let's just snap selection to cursor. And verdict says Oh, you bitch. I thought it was going to work. Did we parent one wrong or something? We want to parent the add-on. We want to parent this so that it does this. We want to parent this to this. And then we want to take that. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Snap cursor to selected. We want to parent this to mine. We have the selected still, so we want to snap that to the cursor, which brings it back. And if we move my empty, it should also move the chord. Save. Oh no, we shouldn't have saved. We should have saved it as a new iteration. Save as 5.7. Oh, I got like the cold sweats going on that drink. Get more water in me. Save. Cover, autosave, 5.6. That one should probably be good. Oh, we're so close. Please let this work. I don't think we have to worry about the base. Maybe that's what's hopefully messing up the last attempt. File save as 5.6. 5.7. BRB, just gonna grab some water. It's working. It's working. Kinda. close. Now it's not working. Weird. Weird. And I just saved it too. Oh no. Technically it's on there, but crap, why did I save it? That was stupid. It has to do a bake, so it's probably just a bake. Fingers crossed, just a bake thing. Just a bake issue. No, yeah, I saved it. Idiot. Well, let's see if we can modify her. Enable collision. Yeah, this probably isn't gonna work. Oh man, like we jumped through hoops to make that work as a junior Blender person. I feel like that was a good workaround without having to go to a tutorial, so I feel good. But man, am I defeated. I am definitely defeated. Oh, it's keyframed. That's why. So we want to probably turn this off. If I can. Well, it's coming back. Sorry, it makes me think that it's a simulation thing, so we might be good. Okay, let's turn that off. We're so close. We are so close. Oh, we are so close. It's weird how it will go backwards but not forwards here. Oh, we are so close, peeps. How did we get it to go back before? We are so close. We are so close. We are close. Still mode. Set to animation. I have no idea. Save it. Close it, reopen it. Well, that's what's happening, because look, we have the empty and then the cable. So we fingered it out without actually going through the instructions. So we are learning how to navigate Blender and exercising tools properly by the looks of it. Might as well just leave that because we're not quite done. Go back to Samurai. Oh. Okay, so it's definitely a baking thing. There's actually one little fix that I want to do first. And set the bake mode to animation. Save your project before baking. Bake the simulation for the cable. Bake the cable as a static mesh. I'm thinking about doing that disable enable trick so we're not having to bake so many frames. Let's just do 890. bake. Still got a little chunk of something in my hair, eh? Coming out the sides. Is that baked? Is that what we're calling a bake? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Just looks like I messed that up. Oh, peeps, we are so close. Why doesn't it just want to work? Why doesn't it want to work? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Ah, you page. So weird. What am I missing? 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 Well, what I don't like about it anyways is that it gets smaller as it goes in, and I don't think there's a way to stop that. Where's Henry? Henry, I need you. What would Henry do? We got a couple things to try. I'd really like for this to stick to this and have the simulation on top of this. So that way when the phone goes down, when the phone goes down, I wonder if, I don't think this is going to do anything, but we should put this in here. Save it or not to save it. Save it as a new iteration. And we can just delete the last couple. Should probably be naming each of these iterations so we know what we left off at. But why is it changed now? I have hope, because whatever I just did there definitely is making that look a little bit more realistic. Take off less rendering. If I didn't foobar it. Save it. And we will calculate. Oh. 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 If we can just figure out the stupid phone cord, then we can hit export and pick her up tomorrow. But no. Gotta jump through the hoops to make things work. But we're learning. Let's do Blender. We're learning. Pick her up tomorrow. Sorry, I gotta stop moaning. We are close. We are close. We are close. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We are mother closing. Just makes it look so easy. It's probably easy, but we really want video. I guess it's useful for what everything means, but come on now. It's that's not going to work. That's not going to work. We need to figure out another resolution. Going squirrely, Jerry. Going squirrely. Running out of options and tricks. I'm not experienced enough. So that's not going to work. So let's not try that again. Unless... I don't think it's gonna work anyways. Let's try this bake. Oh, we are so close. Can you please just work for me? Been at this all day long. This is a good sign, hopefully. Because I think last time it was just like almost instant. See me. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Please work, please work, please work. Static mesh. Bake as a static mesh and set to still. Like, what does that mean? Maybe we can refer back to that tutorial. Bake workflow. Still mode, if so, the bake will capture the physical curve at the current frame. This mode, the bake will capture the curve's animation over the specific range of frames in your timeline. This button will bake all physical curves in your scene according to the selected mode. If you're in animation mode, it is recommended to save your project before baking, as it will bake the curve across the entire range of frames specified in the timeline. For example, if your timeline starts... Okay, so that's why we did the in and out points. Bake as a static mesh. This button converts your physical curve into a static mesh. This mesh will retain its geometry but lose its physical base simulation. So we don't want any of that, so I think we're good. Curve is breaking apart. What should I do? How do I make the curve more taut? My cable's points are jittering when sagging. My cable is too wavy. Cable is oscillating too much. that's not what I thought it was going to do. That's to hang things onto the curve. The pinners might achieve it potentially. So we want to increase that stuff. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Okay, well, this documentation does help, I guess. Delta time step. If enabled, it activates the time step that controls the pace of the simulation. When the dynamic step is enabled, the time step will be calculated based on the length of your curve. Keep in mind that it computes this for each spline individually. Adjust the time step value will slow down the speed up of the simulation. A lower value. Okay, kind of understand that. Sim quality repeats. By default, the simulation quality repeats are set to 20. It is reminded to leave. So hopefully I left that at 20. No, it's still loading. Cables between objects in collections. To create automatic cables between all objects in a collection, follow the steps outlined. Okay, so if this doesn't work, we gotta try that, and then we can call it after that. We got one more thing to try. Select the objects that you want to connect with cables. Group objects in a collection. Add the selected objects into a single collection. This collection will serve as the target collection for cable distribution. Set the target collection in the UI. In the interface, add the collection as target collection for cable distribution. I don't recall seeing an option for that. Place the 3D cursor. Set the cursor to the desired position. This position is crucial because it determines where the distribution controller for the cables will be placed in the scene. If you don't set the 3D cursor, the controller will appear as its previous location, which might make it difficult to find in the scene. Check the controller and curve. After generating the cables, ensure both the controller and the curve are placed outside the target collection. If they are added to the collection by mistake, the effect will not work. Okay, I don't quite understand this. I don't recall seeing a target collection for cable distribution. Enabling vertex groups for control over curve distribution. That's probably why we didn't see it. You think that you'd want... Weird. Anyways. So yeah, we need to do that. We don't have it set up properly. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that's probably covering my mouth and then muttering. Probably wasn't the best for chat. Apologies. What I am trying to do is trying to get this phone cord simulation to work. We have a spaceman picking it up off the base, but for whatever reason, I am having a heck of a time trying to get this thing to work. It looks good here, but the simulation part isn't working, so... If you are experienced in curves, this specific add-on, that's not helping. I'm using an add-on to achieve this. But we are baking, and I don't think we're going to... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's crashed. Hard to say. Kind of on the tail end of my energy and patience. We accomplished a lot. And we've been at it for a bit. But yeah, bit of a waiting game. I thought maybe I could try to figure this out, but I have not done any of that, so there might be a simpler way. I might have went the extremely hard way when I could have just probably did this and we would have been okay. But you gotta learn the hard way, right? You gotta do stuff first without instructions. and then go to the instructions when you can't figure it out. But Vottles, thanks for coming by, saying hi, checking out the channel. What brings you by? What are you working on? How's your day going? Be nice if there's like a progress bar. Yeah, there's no progress bar. What is the chances this is going to work? What is the chances that it's already crashed on us? It's a good chance I just don't have enough patience. But I'm feeling good because once I've added that collection to the add-on, our cable modified, and it's looking a little bit better. But yeah, we're probably definitely making it harder on ourselves with what I did. Oh, she done. She done, and she doing the same thing. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What am I missing? What am I missing? Man, I really wanted to finish this today so I could hit render today. Well, we're going to do a render anyways. I just know that we need to fix this tomorrow. Got a lot of other things done today. Damn. Yeah, we have to do this vertex thing because that would make sense. My assumption is that it reads its simulation or bake simulation, however it works, through the vertex. And because I'm using empties and forcing it to connect when it doesn't want to. Oh man, we got so many lines and empties and Well, let's disable it. We know that's going to be an issue for tomorrow. Hopefully we can get a faster export out. Turn everything else back on. I'm down to do some blending, but I'm having some troubles. I'm not sure when you hopped in. but I am about to hit render with a bunch of mistakes. Oh, let's increase our frames. I think this is 550 before, and 1120. But this is what we're looking to export. Yeah, I think I'm gonna export and call her a day. Actually, sorry, I want to go 5 more frames for my export. Maybe not. Actually, that's looking pretty dope. Just runs on for a little too long. I wanted to fill up the room quicker. That's why 1120 I thought it was going to do it, but 1150. And I probably got to add some more hand motion, but I'm not going to do that tonight because I've already done enough of that today. Oh, actually, we could fix. Damn, come on, man. When are you gonna fill the room? Yeah, weird. Oh, yeah, we still got like. Oh no, never mind. 1113 was where it ended before. 1113. Oops. Well, we have to fix it in post anyway, so 116. Pretty good spot to end. 116. And while we're here, let's just fix that hand. One more fix, and then we call her and get some dinner. Get them dinners, din. Ah. Man. Oh man. Hand. Hand. Pose mode. Hand. Go back into our quality mode. View camera. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, we are so close. Aw, it's giving him a handshake. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Give her a little test. Finally got the work stuff, so that's good. So yeah, I definitely have to finish Backrooms this weekend because I got some work stuff. Minute 33. Minute 33, so let's say 60 seconds. Times, we don't want to start there, we want to start here. 50, 550, 556. $556 minutes. 9.26 hours. Yeah, I guess that was probably in the ballpark of what I did last night. $550. Ninja flip. 5:45. And I want to quickly fix something. We're in pose mode. We are just seeing too much of the ceiling. Oops. Oops, this magic mouse is so magical. Those dogs driving me nuts. Oh, something got messed up at the beginning now. Perfect. Domino. Game of whack-a-mole. One thing, you do one thing and another thing pops up. Beautiful. 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 Just as I go to freaking export it. Unbelievable. Literally everything we did today. Oh. Oh man, I cannot win. How can I not wrap my head around this yet? Lovely. Lovely. Like, why? Why is that all that stuff not working now? Well, from here on, it looks good, hopefully. But from back here on, like, why? Why? Oh, I'm so over this project. Literally, like, I did all day today. Definitely human error, but I just don't understand what I'm missing. Oh, I'm so sick. Holy man. I am so freaking defeated. This is why you don't animate when you don't know what you're doing. Oh, how and where did we go wrong? How and where did we go wrong? How and where did we go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Ah! Oh my god. Literally everything we did today. Undone from one stupid mistake. Well, that's enough bitching. Sorry, folks. We are probably going to have to pick this up tomorrow. I am done. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for checking it out. Hopefully you don't make the same mistakes that I did. And want to beat your head against the wall. But that's the way she goes when you're learning Blender. We'll win tomorrow. Talk to you later.